Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another episode of Shameless FC. This had to be the week that I decided to bring it back. Fuck. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Chelsea. We're going to delve into all the latest results of the weekend. I saw Sancho statement. We will talk about that when Flawless rolls in as well. He's just finishing up on Said's stream. But yeah, plenty of football to get into. Tottenham won. Liverpool won. Arsenal won. Leicester lost. That's not really, doesn't hit me in any way or anything. But I guess Neil's in the trenches with me, I guess. And we lost 1-0 to Forest. Hey, they're your rivals. You can't be back in it. You can't be back. But yeah, we're going to delve into
I'm not bothered.
the Chelsea game first. Just want to get that shit over and done with. But big up to everybody that's locked in. I do want to say as well, we have started the Away Kit lottery. So for you guys, any super chat, any amount gets you in with a chance of winning a free Chelsea away shirt. And yeah, that's going to run until the end of the month.
If it's a fan to a rival.
If a rival wins, they can ask for a rival shirt. If Jerseys FC has it. Although, to be honest, I'll run with it anyway. Just basically get a free kit. But yeah, Super Chat Lottery is
100% selling you a Havertz shirt, bruv. 100%.
Man, I don't listen. Please don't mention that prick. Oh my! Sorry, go
already.
Go on.
We've done the intros.
You on today? But yeah, check out everyone's links in the description below. Everyone's Twitters, everybody's socials, YouTube channels, all of that is in the description. So check it out. And all of the original panels channels as well. Lots of people for you to follow down in the description below. Neil, how have you been, man? I was going to say over the last week, but I don't think we've spoken in a couple of weeks. So how's everything been in general?
Yeah, man, we're not sure Shameless in ages. Yeah, man, all good. Some people lose their head over one lost result, but we're doing well. New squad, new team. Everything's changed. New style of play, new players playing out of position. And we're winning games. So I think 6 out of 7 ain't bad at the beginning of the season. Roll on the rest of the season.
We've already had 7 fixtures.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, there's a lot in the championship.
Didn't the championship start the week before when we had the Community Shield?
There was that, but also the fact that we played in the Carabao Cup in the first round and the second round when you guys, or third round when you joined in. So we've already had one more round in that as well.
All right. I was surprised you had that many fixtures, but I guess I get why you're calmer then. If you had like 6 wins and 1 loss, it doesn't really hit the same. But
we're going to be losing games.
Going well over at Leicester. Sam, I bet everything's good with you guys over at Tottenham. I hope everything's well with you.
Do you know what? It's not really like, I don't know why people think that we think we're in a different world now. I mean, it just feels nice to see some exciting football. That's all I asked for last season. Not expecting anything because, it's a manager's first season. But, to be able to beat United, remain undefeated and thump Burnley with a promising squad and a promising manager, it feels good. It feels good. And, just take every game as it goes. We're going to lose the game eventually. But, I'm happy with the way things are at the moment. Let's keep it like that, I say.
Good to hear, man. Yeah, I'm trying to just hope
that Pochettino, Lewis.
Hey, we'll delve into Chelsea. We'll get there.
Tottenham related.
What were you saying, bro? What are you saying?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Like, even my team surprised me a little bit at the moment, man. I didn't expect us to have 10 points out of 12, man. But bro, we played really well today, man. I'm pretty gassed after today, to be honest with you.
Yeah, 3-0 win against Villa. I thought it would have been a lot tighter, but we'll come to that one as well. Last but not least, Cam, what are you saying, bro? You all good?
I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. It's nice to beat that United scummy team, even though we didn't deserve it. It's fine. We still beat them. Apart from that, yeah, all good.
Good to hear. Yeah, well, we're just going to start off with Chelsea because I just want to get this over and done with.
Chelsea.
1-0 loss to Nottingham Forest, which felt exactly like everything from last season rolled into one.
What was people saying when we drew
Days and everything, but that was fucking awful. I don't know who wants to start on Chelsea, but I'll let you guys have the floor.
All of Leicester's players they've sold have absolutely smashed it today. Chilwell, Maguire, Evans. Lovely. Shows you why.
Cam was talking about refunds. I want a refund for Chilwell.
Nah, you're all good, bruv.
I thought
the warranty expired. You just won't be able to take throw-ins against
the
teams.
juice, bro.
Not bothered. But yeah,
it wasn't only Chilwell, thankfully. Like they were all crap. Everyone except Enzo. I'd say Sterling, although a lot of people said he was poor. It was a system. Like we set up way too defensive against a team that was already setting up defensive. So when we're going forward, we're going with isolated players. Build-up play was just a giant mess. All they had to do was just sit back. Like 5 years watching this football club, and all anyone ever has to do to beat us is just sit back, and we'll just pass the ball around. We'll make like 2 clear-cut chances that you have to.
Yeah, like I can't lie. Yeah, that pissed me off yesterday. I can't lie about that. You know.
What I was going to say is that with Pochettino, that passing around you was talking about, that's annoying, especially when it's just round the box. You think someone's going to take the shot, but then no, it's more passing round. So what you said was a bit of a deja vu, really, because I'm pretty sure I complained about something like that, even when Pochettino was, every Spurs fan's favourite manager at the time. But I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest. I think it might just be more the nature of how you lot just splash money like it's Monopoly or career mode. And maybe no manager can work with that, because I don't see, if it didn't work with Graham Potter, didn't really work temporarily with Frank Lampard. And if it's not working with Poch, then maybe it's just normal that no manager, when they walk into your club, knows their starting 11 with the amount of players you splash on. Like, I think it's just really the mess from the owners, because it was never like that under Roman. You get Todd Bowley.
That's what confused me, because Potter and Pochettino, they've both done the same thing where they've gone away from what works for them. Graham Potter was playing 5 at the back a lot at Brighton, then comes to Chelsea and thinks, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play a back 4, and I'm just going to play pragmatic football. Poch, he was playing a brilliant 4-2-3-1 formation. We were cooking everyone in pre-season, and we're playing Premier League teams too. So you could kind of gauge where we were at as a response. So we're playing Brighton, Newcastle, Fulham, not any scrubs. We come to the start of the season. Now we're playing this weird 5 at the back / 4 at the back. We're trying to play Chilwell as a left winger, and it's not working. All we're doing is just isolating Sterling and Jackson up top. It's all great beating Luton 3-0 and everything. I think that's just a bigger emphasis as to how bad Luton are. Because as soon as we're facing decent opposition, all you have to do, sit back. West Ham did that. We played defensive, so they played defensive too. And like, fine, it's Chelsea. We'll take a point. Forest said the same thing, and they both left with 3. All because we're playing pragmatic as fuck. And I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's just the same thing with Chelsea over the last, really, let's be honest, few years, is that you man just can't score goals. That's all it is, to be honest with you. And that's when, there were people saying,
man ain't got a Didier job, bro.
Yeah, like Chelsea fans and rival fans saying, Chelsea easily going to finish, 3rd. And I think I heard even someone say 2nd or something. I was like, what are you talking about? Really? They don't have enough goals in their team, and that's a big thing at the end of the day. That's if you don't have enough goals, you're not going to win. It's quite simple. If you don't score enough goals, you're not going to win enough matches. That's the thing at the end of the day. And you got Sterling, who is. You can say he's a proven goal scorer. Like, I think actually Sterling's actually been pretty good for you in the first few games. I don't know how he played. Yeah, I don't know how he played yesterday because I didn't watch your game in it. But he played well against us, I'll be honest. He played well against West Ham and he played well against Luton. So he's had a good start to the season. But again, you just seem very reliant on him up front. Jackson's still a kid at the end of the day. Like, I know your fans were hyping him up a lot during pre-season and stuff, but he's still a kid. He's still unproven. Like, can you really bank on him getting 15 Premier League goals in his first season in the Prem? Not really, to be honest with you. And he shouldn't have that pressure on him as well. Let's be real. He shouldn't have that pressure on him. And
I'm
then you look
starting
at
to
your other,
question if he's like a proper number 9 that we need, because the
Yeah,
more I
because his
watch him, he
all-round
don't
game,
do anything wrong, but he's not in goal scoring positions because he's
yeah,
too
because he
involved.
does seem a good all-round
And whose fault's
footballer. He
that?
does seem
It's
good
your
in the
owners.
build-up, the way he links up, the way he
I think more the
drives with
manager.
the ball. Actually, is very good. The way he drives with the ball, he's very powerful when he carries the ball. But yeah, like you said, he doesn't really get into the positions enough, maybe because of that. And then when he does, he ends up like that miss yesterday, which is shocking. I mean, I know he's not getting on the end of many chances, but there's still no excuse for missing that at the end of the day. Like that was just a sitter. But again, putting
I
too
don't know if
much
that was as
pressure on
bad
that.
as Havertz today, though.
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't
like,
as
nah,
bad, but like they're both bad.
Jackson's miss was horrible, like genuinely. But yeah, you can't be putting that much pressure on a kid. And then you got your other attackers. Who are they? Mudryk and like Madueke. I mean, these guys aren't proven goal scorers or anything like
They
that.
don't get
So,
game time though. Mudryk, I
but
see
even
why.
at
It's
their
Camulus.
old clubs, like
But
I
it's
think
100
Mudryk
mil.
at Shakhtar was never a prolific goal scorer or anything. I think his highest
Hear it.
scoring season was like 8 or
100 mil.
something. I'm not even too sure.
That
But
one you can question the owners more about. But in
Yeah.
terms of striker, no, Pochettino had all a pre-season. And they used
Yeah,
like, no,
yeah.
Jackson's
Hey.
fine. We can
But
go with him.
On
He
the
didn't want
Mudryk
that.
thing, he signed in Jan, 100 mil, twerking for Arsenal, signed
And
for
to be
you.
honest, we were fine with
And
that.
how
But
many years? You got 7 years left on him. And you saw how long like Bakayoko and their man were hanging around your squad. If he don't improve, he's not going to have any resale value, and nobody's going to pay those wages. So you're going to be stuck with him as
who's
an
this?
asset. It's just Mudryk.
Oh, I'm with you. Mudryk needs to have a run of games, but Mudryk also doesn't do anything with the limited game time that he has to even say.
Yeah, he needs to
should
show
start.
something, even in some game time. Just show something, because when, like you said, whenever I've seen him in
Bro, for
cameo
100 mil,
recently, he's
show
not looking good
something.
at
Like,
all.
Chilwell stinks on the left, but I get that we play him there because he at least offers us something defensively. We
Yeah.
nearly conceded again.
Chilwell doesn't defend. Bro, if he goes forward.
But he's going to be
he's a
better
net
at defending
negative
than
because
what
of that,
Mudryk
but at least
is.
he has the work rate and he tracks back and he tries to, which is a bit better than Mudryk, who just straight doesn't. We nearly conceded a second because he had a shit touch. They counterattacked and he didn't even try to track back. Then he gave the laziest tackle of his life, and then Elanga had another chance with us. Shit like that is why he doesn't start. Laziness is unforgivable. If anything, I'm saying Maatsen should be playing on the left. That's who I really want to see get some game time, because he at least comes on, he can do the defensive work, he has the footballing IQ. I've seen technical ability in him. I'd give him a run. He's shown me something to go off. Mudryk hasn't shown me
a left
anything.
back. You had a left back in Lewis Hall. Sold him.
Didn't want to be here.
Wasn't he primarily a
To be honest,
midfielder?
we
though?
needed to balance the book, so it is what it is.
Fair.
I think he
I
wanted
would
to
have
go as
ideally
well.
kept
didn't
him too, but Maatsen should be
But
getting
that's
those
the whole
opportunities.
point. Surely that was the whole point of Chelsea as well, to develop these youth players, build them in. It never works. The amount of loan players you have, the amount of players that come into the squad, it's so minimal. Have you got 26 players out on loan?
I don't know.
Dumb.
I don't know the number.
Something dumb.
I
Not
don't
even
think it's.
coming into
I
the
don't
squad.
think it's that much though. I think it's around the tens or something.
As much as
Because we
Chelsea
we
deserve
sold a
credit-
lot of players. We didn't loan out a lot.
as much as Chelsea do deserve criticism, I admit they deserve a lot of criticism at the moment. You can't spend £1 billion and then play like this at the moment. But still,
No.
I do think they have been unlucky in certain things, like having some injuries, like Nkunku's out for a few months today. Is it Chukwuemeka? He was looking good when he was playing, and he's out for a bit. So they have been kind of unlucky with that, I guess. But still, this it's not really an excuse for you. You can't be losing 1-0 at home to Nottingham Forest, man. And you can't even use the excuse against Forest of, you've got a whole new team to gel players in, because Forest are exactly the same. The amount of new players they've brought as well, they were in the same boat at the end of the day instead, in terms of gelling players, whole new team kind of thing. So you can't really use that as an excuse for yesterday's game. So yeah, that's the problem with Chelsea. Even your defense, which actually I think has been Chelsea's kind of strong point in the last few years. Even last season, your defensive record wasn't even like that bad or anything, to be honest with you.
It's
like,
bad.
Our defense looks worse because our attack doesn't do their job and it puts more pressure on them. That was the story of last
But
season.
even the last
We'll
few
defend
years,
well,
like,
we won't do anything going forward, and then they'll get one chance, score that one, and it's gone. Because we're not coming back.
I hear you, but I hear you. I mean, the goal you conceded yesterday, that was just a whole catalogue of errors. Caicedo, Silva, Colwell as well. I
Gallagher
think.
doing a dummy in his own
Yeah,
half.
Gallagher as well.
Bro, how you spell
Yeah,
that much on the midfield and you're still playing Gallagher? That makes no sense.
because Lavia's out, isn't he?
Lavia's not sharp.
Just Gallagher in the midfield.
Didn't have any
But then,
brains.
but then
Yeah.
Nkunku and Chukwuemeka are
Gallagher.
injured. I think if one of them were fit, I think they'd be playing at 10 with Enzo and Caicedo in a double pivot.
Well, I
or
tell a
something.
lie. Gallagher's not even been that bad this season.
Yeah, he's done okay for you. So I don't know how he played yesterday.
He's
though.
just not really that good of a player. As long as you minimize his touches and have him defended pass to someone better than him, he gets something.
You definitely don't want Gallagher against low blocks as well.
Caicedo wasn't bad before the goal though. Like silly error, I get it.
Hey man, agenda's happy with agenda. 150 million British pounds, man. We don't forget these things.
Hey, you lot put 110 up there.
Hey, man, but ours wasn't
Yeah, they might have put 110, but they didn't pay the 110. You paid the 115 million British. I would say Queen, but you know, R.I.P. the Queen of the King's British pounds, bro.
Yeah, and you know what?
For
you
him to lose the
we
ball.
can come in for him. They were going to drop 110. I can't hear it from Liverpool.
But we didn't get it.
Yeah, but to be fair, I remember when we dropped. It was so funny, though. I remember back in.
I'll have of course, I'm going to, because of what happened with Caicedo. Of course, I'm going to have an agenda on the guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know I'm not stupid. I know he's going to come good at Chelsea. He's too good not to at the end of the day. But you know, at the moment, whilst he's making these howlers, I'm going to enjoy it whilst I can, innit?
I get that. As a rival, I hear it.
I'm less.
And what's crazy is when we bid 80 mil in January, we got told we were short balling.
Thing is, I'm on Caicedo's like.
Those are right.
I don't know. Thing is, I'm on like Caicedo more than Lavia. In like with Lavia, I'm still a bit like we treated you like kind of shit in it. We ditched you when you wanted us. So I don't blame him for choosing Chelsea in the end because we made him feel like second choice. Whereas with Caicedo, so with Lavia, I'm not, I've still got some kind of like sympathy for him in a way. But with Caicedo, it's like, nah, fam, like I've got a full-on agenda against you, man, whilst you're making these howlers.
That's cool. Well, when he comes back, I want the same praise. Because this won't be happening for very long.
No, I do think
it'll be better, but they have to be. Because the pressure will be on Poch if you don't start turning up. Because the fixtures are only going to get harder from mid-October. We need to see improvement, and I need to see him change this shit. He's done the same thing for 3 weeks, and it's clearly not working.
It's all right. He'll do the same thing. You'll fire him. We'll get another manager in. You have 3 managers by the end of the season. Standard Chelsea.
He'll get given time, but if he keeps doing the same shit, you might be right. He is only on a 2-year contract.
When you first
is he only on 2 years?
Yeah, so
I didn't know that. Wow. I thought he was on like 4 or 5. Shit, man.
These players are good enough that you can build them and get a cohesive team out of them. If he can't do that, that's on you. That's on you, bro. You've had the entire summer with the owners to build a squad in your image. You'll get time to work with them and to try and get the best out of them. You can't keep making the same mistakes. That's how Potter dug his grave. The same mistakes, game in and game out. To the point where
Chelsea just ruins managers.
Lewis, I've got a question for you.
Potter ruined himself. All he had to do was stay with his philosophy. But then he decided to play a back 4 and bench Chalobah for no reason and have this weird Kai Havertz obsession for months, even though he's our worst player. He did it to himself. Said that's life after every drop points in a game.
Lewis, bench a question about Poch.
Our 2 best players at home to Southampton when we had 2 wins in 16.
Yeah.
Then 1-0 down at Spurs, he brings on Mason Mount and leaves Aubameyang, Mudryk, and Madueke on the bench until we're 2-0 down. He's an idiot. I'd really tried to back Graham Potter, but he was a fucking idiot. You can't back stupid. And Victor, I agree. Potter's doing this well.
They signed stupid. Who's your owners? They signed him. They paid all the money for him.
What I'm saying is that he was a football club.
So lots of players at that time they didn't buy.
Right.
Yeah, it's just whack. I genuinely don't see what Chelsea are doing. I don't think it's a good. I've said for a while now, don't get it, don't understand it.
We're building a young squad, and like I understand where the long-term vision that's meant to be, but as of now, you need to build a system that gets results. Look at what Spurs are doing with Postecoglou already.
Yep, and it's been what?
But do you think that's the problem, Lewis?
I need to see more.
do you think that's the problem? Because if you look at Poch, and this isn't any disrespect to Spurs, Sam, but like the pressure at Chelsea is a lot higher than what it is at Spurs. Let's be real, it is. And do you think Poch has kind of gone into Chelsea, kind of knowing that he's under pressure, having spent all this money to get results instantly, that he's trying to be kind of pragmatic like this in a way, because he's feeling that pressure already of, no, I have to win. There's no kind of build. I have to come in. I spent this money and I have to instantly start getting results from the start. There's none of this building kind of stuff. You know, do you get what I mean?
But it's not just the pressure though. It depends on the environment of the club. Chelsea and PSG, they're not clubs that back projects. They want the results.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If there's no results, a U-turn is made. And I said this like in a stream a while back when you first got him. And I said, listen, whether he's a good manager for you or not, if the start of the season, which it is for you right now, is not going well, then there's already going to be red flags from the fan base to the owners. And the pressure, as you said, Ryan, will be a lot different to what he experienced at Spurs, because the only reason why he was sacked was because Spurs were touching relegation form. And there was also arguments after the Champions League final when Poch started to have his first public rants, and then you could sense there was a bit of discontent between Levy and Poch. So that was like another factor to it. But Chelsea are not a project club.
Yeah,
Pochettino either delivers the results or he's gone. And it's going to be the same for the next manager and the next manager.
Yeah.
Because for Todd, it's just all about spending money to try and satisfy the fans. And if it doesn't work, well, we'll try again next year.
We'll try again, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I do think Poch might be feeling that pressure because it isn't a project club like it was at Tottenham. He didn't handle it great at PSG, I thought. And so far, it's not looking like he's maybe
that's
handling
on him.
it.
That's on him. He knows
what
he's getting in for, because PSG was that prime example. You jump into another job.
I disagree that we're not a project team, because we are trying to be. The problem is we've just given the wrong people the reins as of now. Poch is yet to be determined with him, but he's making some mistakes really early on, and he needs to get results on the plate to give him a bit more time. Like, I remember Arteta last season talking about the difference between him and Potter, because everyone wanted to run this Potter is basically Arteta narrative. The difference between Arteta and Potter was that when push came to shove, he'd eventually get results. He'd get something that would give them a little bit more time to work with, and it would allow him to build the team a bit more. He'd start getting little runs of form. Potter weren't doing that. Lampard, forget it. Poch, we'll wait and see. It's too early to fully write him off or anything, but as of right now, he's making mistakes.
What's your next run of games? Because I know you've got, haven't you got like a good run of games coming up?
The only real project
I've got them come up: Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Brighton, Fulham, Burnley, Arsenal, Brentford until October.
From Arsenal, I think that's when it gets
from the Arsenal game, it gets harder. It gets much harder.
Oh, really? Okay.
But Sam, what you're saying, like, Potter was meant to be that long-term manager, but he had us playing in relegation.
Okay, but you're still not.
You can't command for a manager that's taking a team like Chelsea into 18th in the league table with points amassed from since he joined the club. You can't defend that.
But I find it very difficult to call it a project club when I'm just seeing the same elements of Roman Abramovich era. If you look, I don't even want to say this as a Spurs fan, but for me, the real project club has got to be Arsenal, because they had Arteta when Arsenal were really, really shit. You know, there was one point where I think they were even on 0 points for
0 points after like 9 points.
Something like that. Yeah. And look at Arsenal, you know,
and then they won their fourth.
That is a project for me when you look at day one.
It was the same year, you know, when you were top of the league after 3 games, Arsenal were bottom of the league after 3 games.
What's that?
It was that year.
Yeah,
I think that was 2 years. I think that was 2 years ago. Or was that 3 years ago?
No, 21-22.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The difference between us right now and Roman is that Roman would buy big name players. He would buy stars. He wouldn't be trying to buy young players and trying to build a long-term team. That's the difference.
Do you know what, bro? My personal opinion.
It doesn't matter. You're losing.
You want my personal opinion?
That's besides the point.
The problem is
you're a results-based club and you've lost.
Todd Bowley, the difference between
Todd club though.
No, the thing is, the difference between Todd and Abramovich is it's not it's not it is the difference. Everyone knows it, but it's exactly what Lewis said there about the difference is obviously Todd will go buy out these youth project players that, you know, because of some stats, they're now projected to be this next Lionel Messi and Ronaldo-esque player maybe in the next 5 years or whatever. Whereas Abramovich, he already went out and he bought the stars. So, but the
Abramovich
problem
is
is,
literally like,
I think
want
we're
to win
Todd. But I
now,
think
right
the
now.
problem with Todd Bowley is, it's like he's trying to beat Arsenal too much, and I don't know why.
I think he's just trying
Like
to boost the
I
fans
get
by
our
spending money.
project. I mean, it depends when you look at it. I mean, can you say our project is successful? I mean, it's looking like it might become successful, but at the moment it hasn't been. Like,
The first
I
year,
mean, if you're
trophies, right?
no, I mean, for me, a project that's successful wins you trophies. That's
but we haven't reached
same time,
anywhere
though.
other than the first stage of it. Partly because we've been sacking managers, but partly because those managers haven't been good enough.
that's where the comparison comes in with Abramovich. Is because he's
that's
trying
where
to
I
be
understand
Arsenal,
it.
but
That's
moving
without
like Abramovich.
But that's without context. The context is Graham
That's like
Potter
being an
has
elephant
been
and
like
moving
a
like a
relegation
ballerina.
team.
Oh well, no, I wasn't talking about Graham Potter in general. I'm talking about Chelsea as Todd Bowley. I'm not talking about managers right now. I'm talking about Todd Bowley himself.
No, but you're saying the links to Abramovich is because of the managers being sacked.
No. I wasn't saying that. I didn't say that.
Okay,
I didn't say that. I was saying I think someone else said that. I was saying about Todd Bowley compared to Bowley with Abramovich. But
I think I kind
he's
of
trying to be asked because if you look at January transfer window. How many players was Arsenal linked to, and Chelsea ended up going for them?
It was just João Felix and Mudryk.
I'm sure there was a couple more. I'm not saying that you got them, but you ended up wanting them as well. Like you would hear about an Arsenal a player Arsenal are linked to, and then 4 days later, Todd Bowley wants him. Now I'm not saying all the ITKs is correct and all that. I'm not saying that's all true, but like.
But it's happened at other clubs before. The biggest example I can think is Man City and Man United. Like Fred was one, Maguire was another,
Alexis
and a couple
Sanchez.
of Sanchez.
Yeah, because that's when City were trying to be United at the time because obviously they were trying. Obviously, United at that point was that the team. They were the team. They were
Not
that
really.
team because
No,
of Fergie. No. I'm saying I'm talking about 10 years ago, like because of Fergie.
No, but the whole
So they wanted that. City wanted that same sort of thing, but obviously they're getting it now because of Pep Guardiola, isn't it?
But
But Pep was in charge with Fred, Maguire, and Sanchez.
It's just the way that you're buying a rival player, not thinking about how, but just because it's going to limit your rival, not how it's going to benefit you. Fred, Maguire, and Sanchez were all great examples of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking more about back in when it was like 10 years ago, Fergie. You're talking more like 2018 onwards, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I'm. I thought you was talking about is when you said it was. You could say about the same about City and United was that sort of that that time period 2010 to 2014, 15.
All right, not
pre-Pep,
talking about that.
Pre-Pep basically.
We talk about
because when Pep. I feel like
no.
United
Now I realize you're talking about obviously after
I did
Pep.
start with Fred, Maguire, and Thingy as well. What's good, Flawless?
Yes, man. Yes,
I didn't need that, my bad.
What you gonna say?
I only heard them names after, my bad.
LCL and just Nottingham Forest. Fuck Forest, fuck football. And yeah, all of that.
Need to spend more money, bro. That's your problem.
I think
You know what? That was the worst part. I woke up and I didn't hear any "here we goes," and it's like, well, where's the transfer dopamine we usually get after a loss? Usually, that's how we try and get past things. We just sign a couple youth players. No Brazilians announced. Nothing.
No, just sold on a few and don't invest in your academy.
Where do you?
No. Our academy invests in us. We use the academy to buy more players. Think smart.
Nah, Chelsea aren't smart. You're 13th, bruv.
Fabrizio tweet. What do you mean Fabrizio? Well, no, we're not 13th. Have we dropped to 13th? How?
I think you're
What?
13th because United
I
are
thought we're
11th.
12. I thought we were 12.
Oh, you're 12, yeah.
Oh shit.
You want 0 goal
Where's
difference.
40 points continues.
Congratulations.
Pies tweet. What's our Chilwell quotes? Fuck off. Big up Anthony LaFleur.
He's a great player. What are you on about?
I couldn't care less what Chilwell's saying. Brother, learn how to defend or get a first touch or stop talking. I saw him doing some first trap on his Instagram for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. I was like, fucking hell. This is what we're doing after games.
And the thing is, Lewis, I've been talking about you for since we started Beyond the 90. We've literally been talking about Chilwell and how I don't know how we got 50 mil for him, because I was like, this guy can't defend. He's a roadrunner merchant. He's scared. He's a wimp. We don't like him. He's not even from our academy. Imagine we're a relatively like chill fan base. You guys have probably seen. We don't like him. He hasn't changed. And I was telling you
that's
this.
What you're telling me from his time at Leicester. We're finished, man. Forget it.
Yeah, man. And we got 50 M's in 20.
You know who's everybody's press trigger? Literally, he was Wrexham's press trigger in pre-season. Fucking Wrexham. Deep that.
Hey, man, you got Cucurella, man. It's all right, man.
If we play him, you know, he got 95% pass accuracy against Wimbledon, and he got ripped apart by the timeline and booed by Stamford Bridge.
Yeah,
Chilwell got 44%. Good game, mate.
Man said he was Wrexham's press trigger, you know. That's crazy.
Wrexham.
That's mad.
That's crazy.
Are they even
that's why.
League 2?
Yeah, they're League 2 now.
Level.
Oh, at least they're on the football pyramid. Thank the Lord.
Yeah, only because they bought their way into it. You should know about that.
Big up to Wrexham. My all clubs. Love to see it. Big up Anthony LaFleur saying, Lewis, you think Thiago Silva's lost a step or two in the last 1 to 2 years? No. People, I think it's only, not even now is fair to debate. And I get he was partly responsible for the first goal. Still think he's been class for us throughout this season, other than that moment. Now, if that happens consistently, maybe we can have a conversation about whether Thiago Silva's
experience. After he's done, then you're fucked.
Yeah. Our other experience after that is Chilwell. And like you said, you don't even want to take phones next to away fans.
Chelsea know what they're doing. Big up Chelsea.
That was my one peeve of the window.
I can't believe Chelsea's Chilwell's your captain, bruv.
Vice captain.
A fucking pirate ship.
Vice captain.
And even like a mini one at that.
He's vice captain.
Like a little year 8
missed
one.
the show, man. I've missed the show, yo. Neil, it's good to see you.
Not my captain.
No, but Reece James barely plays, so Chilwell is
good
pretty
to
much
see you,
captain.
man.
Let's be honest.
Captain shit.
Not my captain, man.
He's got no vision. Man might as well play with one eye.
I was shocked that you gave him vice captaincy, though. I thought that was crazy. Chilwell.
I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
It's all right. How many years he got left on his contract?
No, we signed him on a 4-year contract. But hopefully that means someone buys him in a year with the English tax.
What,
still get a cheeky. I don't care. We could still get a cheeky 50 million from him. The one thing we've been brilliant at is outgoings. Brilliant. We could get our money back from him. We could easily do that.
That's been our flaw this transfer window. Start outgoings. But hey, we got James Maddison, but more like, I'd say by default, if you lot didn't get relegated, either he'd have stayed at yours or he'd have joined like Newcastle, Man United maybe, if they wanted a squad.
Man United weren't even interested. It was between you and Newcastle were in for ages. And then I don't know why any of you man didn't go in for him, because he was a bargain. I don't know why.
We had
and also, if you remember, we need to do business at the beginning because we were in FFP trouble as it is. We just need to sell them players ASAP. You lot all missed a trick for that, honestly. Massive trick. Considering the amount of money that's been spent in this market, 40 mil is nothing.
No, it's fucking steal, man. It's an absolute steal.
I think he'd be a player in the league so far this season, to be honest.
I was literally sitting in the ground just hearing Spurs 1-1, Spurs 2-1, Spurs 3-1, Spurs 4-1, Spurs 5-1. We were passing the ball around the centre backs throughout that time. But it's a decent segue. Thoughts on Tottenham over the last 4 weeks? Because you guys are fucking cooking as it stands.
Well, it's too early to say because, you know, we could be undefeated until we play, I don't know, like Arsenal at the Emirates, you know, and we have not had a good track record there. But I just, like I said at the start of this stream, really, you know, it's not about, you know, winning the lot and that. It ain't going to happen this season, realistically. We're already out of the League Cup from Fulham. But look, I just want to see some attacking football. I want to see some improvements. The way we're constantly pressing, you know, the way that our midfield has improved so much with Basuma, bearing in mind Bentancur is still injured. There's positives, but my main issue really is, you know, it's good that Son got a hat-trick, but will I see that form again from him soon? I don't know. Richarlison, that pigeon man is a bit tragic with his final third. Like, I'm being honest here, like 60 million.
50 mil.
50, 60 mil, whichever. He's not suiting the price tag. That's what it is. And
by the way, your
half
left
million,
back,
Lewis.
your left back,
Udogie,
that guy's
I
phenomenal.
Fucking boss, this guy.
He's
only
phenomenal,
like
man.
20. And, you know, I heard a lot of good things about him from last season in Serie A. And the fact that, you know, we heard this about him and we're getting to see it on the pitch, it's looking promising. But, you know, unlike, you know, sorry to bring it up, Flawless, unlike them, man, we ain't getting gassed. It's going to be a long season ahead. We're going to be due a shithouse loss that we experienced a lot of last season. But like I said, the style of play is all I wanted. And Ange Postecoglou looks like he knows what he's doing. So long may it continue.
I think that's when you're really going to figure out where Tottenham are. And the best time to figure out a team is after they have a loss. And if they can bounce back, what are the plan Bs and everything?
Well, the thing is, we've already kind of have figured out what happens after a loss. Because the way we lost to Fulham, the amount of non-first team regulars we had, I mean, it's not fucking rocket science, is it?
Yeah, but that's different with rotation, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can't. The problem is that I'd rather just see this team play week in, week out in every single cup, although that's not going to happen now until, like, I don't know, January, I think, when the FA Cup starts. But I don't know. We just need a proper striker. Not to say that Son, you know, I've lost faith in, because I haven't. But for me, the issue is really with Richarlison. We're stacked with wingers as it is, you know. A lot of Spurs fans have been skeptic about Kulusevski. Just because he isn't pacey doesn't mean he can't play on the wing. I was skeptical about Manor Solomon, but nah, he's been decent, especially them 2 assists he set up against Burnley. So really, we just need like a right back and have Pedro Porro as a winger instead, and just get rid of Dyer, innit? Use one of the youth centre backs, and I'd say, you know, that's enough. I'm happy with that to progress through.
Yeah, low-key, I'm thinking if Spurs continue on the way they're going, I don't really have you lot down for top 4, but this top 4 race is really going to start getting in.
It's potentially too early.
I'm saying the best way to judge them is after a loss personally, but the way they're playing is good enough for a top 4 race. Like, you don't need a lot of consistency.
A lot can change, though. A lot.
Yeah.
Remember
when they were destined for top 4 last season, and then they dropped out of Europe? They were in a prime position to get top 4, and they just dropped slowly, bang, bang.
But
bang,
last season there was a lot of that kind of friction. It wasn't a happy environment, Spurs. You could tell the manager was moaning in every press conference. You know, they weren't really playing well. The results they were getting, they were kind of getting away with. It just didn't seem a great environment to be in. But now it looks like Spurs are kind of like, the players are enjoying themselves. That they all just seem connected really well. There seems to be a good feeling around them.
Last season at the start of it, when we had things changed.
That's why I don't think
I agree with that. Yeah.
You don't need to be.
The issue as well is that in January, I think, so we're definitely not going to be able to have Basuma and Sarr because of AFCON. But I don't know if there's a South American competition as well this season. Which
Sorry,
if it
my
is,
phone's in the trenches right now. My bad.
Cool, bro.
So January, February time might be a bit of a concern, you know, because I can't really see us making any signings in the January transfer window. So yeah, it's a good start to the season, but let's just like carry on and see. I'm not gassing anytime soon. I'll say that right now.
But also, Sam, just enjoy it.
No, I
enjoy
mean,
having good
I'm
football.
enjoying the style of play, but I'm not overestimating the expectations. I'm sticking to what I
Son
said.
goes to the Asia Cup as well.
So what's your expectation?
I already set my expectation is to just have an improvement of the style of play. If we don't try and even get to like a European competition, but I'm not going to set the standards high because there's just no point, because we've still got players from last season that are not good enough, and the changes are starting, but it's not completed. Like, we haven't completed all changes that are needed just yet. We've just tidied up a starting 11.
Fair enough.
Right, cool. Big up everybody that's locked in as well. Keep hitting the like button. How many likes do we have? 84. You guys, you're disappointing me. I need 150 minutes, 84 likes, and we got 300 plus in here.
Hey, Libby's. Hey, bump up the likes. What's going on?
Taking the piss, guys. What is this? I did see a couple comments. They did want us to move on to the United Arsenal game. So sorry, Floors, we are going to have to
Hooray!
back up again. Hey, I wanted you guys to win personally. I was quietly backing Manchester United for obvious reasons. So we're both a little bit disappointed, but 3-1. Thoughts on the performance, bro? I think especially after the disallowed goal, that would have fucking killed me personally. But
You're talking to B?
Yeah.
B, thoughts of the game. Mixed, because there's so much to like divulge, in particular, like you said, there's how it ended. But overall, I liked how we played. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bump up the likes. Like, I like how we played. I wanted us to put in a performance away from home, in particular, and against the top team, and we did that. I don't have too many issues in regards to the overall performance in terms of us from a defensive standpoint. They didn't create a lot. We kept their attacking players fairly quiet. Saka, Martinelli, and Ketia. Odegaard for the most part, even though obviously Odegaard did indeed score the equalizer. I already knew about our deficiencies going forward. I've spoken on this channel, and obviously not on Shameless like in recent times, but I've spoken on this channel all summer long, all last season, about our attack. You know what I'm saying? And when people say, why don't you think that Manchester United can do anything and challenge for top honours or do anything of serious? No, I've said our attack is not good enough. We don't create enough. We don't score enough. And we've not added to it. And you've seen it today in regards to the amount of possession we had, in particular in the first half. What did we create? Take Rashford's goal outside of it, which is a great pass by Eriksen and a piece of brilliance from Rashford. What did we create? Absolutely nothing. And then in regards to the goals, it's becoming concerning because that's just a lack of concentration. Them first two goals we conceded today are just completely unforgivable. Like, if Odegaard picks up the ball and sticks it top bins from 40 yards out, I hold my hands up and go, you know what? That's just quality. Gifted them goals. First one, Odegaard, not so much the goal itself, but it's just after you've scored. Concentration levels. Yeah, in the bin. Our concentration levels in the bin. Concentrate. You've just scored. Keep it tight for 5-10 minutes. Pause. Like, it's really that simple and it's really that easy. And we go and concede.
How's that a pause moment?
And I don't even keep it tight. It's definitely, it's definitely pause. But yeah, that's what I have to say. No pause.
Not a homo thing.
I throw.
I
What's that? Say again, Ram. Say again, Ryan.
Keep it tight like a virgin.
Odegaard, I did think it was a good, well-worked goal from Arsenal.
It's a well-worked goal, but we shouldn't concede that goal. The goal was well-worked, but we shouldn't concede the goal straight after. That's the point. It was a minute, but I'm saying the build-up, like in the manual, like be organized. Everybody is legit behind the ball. If they scored that goal and it was on a counter-attack, I hold my hands up and go, that's a great counter-attack. That's good quality attacking players doing what they do. I was even shocked. And then the second goal, which Rice has scored, how's a man got time to bring the ball down in the box from a corner? And you know what the crazy part is? It happened in the first half. Because literally in the first half, Nketiah did the exact same thing, where a corner was whipped in. He had time to bring it down. I think he either passed or even shot, but he got blocked or intercepted. And that goes to show where we're at in regards to organization. The third goal, you're chasing the game. So conceding the third goal, I don't really have too many issues with. But yeah, them 2 goals we conceded were unforgivable. And they've cost us. Not even if it's not getting 3 points, getting a point out of this game. Which if we would have got a point, I would have been like, all right, fair dues. But I knew we were going to concede. I said it on the watch along. As soon as they had that corner, I said, we're going to concede late here again like it's last season. I know it because I know what this team's like. And away from home, when the going gets tough, this team
Why
chuck
did
it in.
Rice have that much space?
Because we defend foolishly. That's why. You know what I'm saying? We do foolish things. Because literally, Lewis, in the first half, Nketiah did the exact same thing in the first half. So it's not like it's a one-off. This is a common thing. How is a man having time to bring down a corner, the ball in the air, bring the ball down to his feet and have a shot on your goal? But again, we chuck it in away from home. This is why if this game was at home, I would have been much more confident because we're like 2 separate teams. But away from home, the going gets tough and we chuck it in. Kept giving the ball away. I kept saying it all during the game. Stop giving the ball up to these men because eventually they're going to hurt you. And what we managed to do for the most part was defend well because it took me back to last year because we were defensively solid pretty much all last year. And it was like that again in this game. Like I said, they didn't carve us open. It's not like Onana was making save after save. They had the Havertz chance in the first half, the Saka chance in the second half. They the only clear-cut chances. We gifted them 2 goals. Obviously, and going forward, we can't afford to be gifting goals because we don't score like that. Because we didn't look like scoring at all. Like I said, minus the Rashford one, that was it. And people will criticize Rashford and, decision-making. He's our only attacker who does anything. Like, that's just the facts of the matter. But then people will blame him when he's out there by himself. Obviously, not including Højlund. He's new, bright cameo. Interested to see how he does going forward. But I'm talking about the rest of them. Like, I've been on your channel all when we ran Shameless and the amount of super chats that come through on comments. And people are like, oh, why do you always get onto Bruno Fernandes for games like this? I was even shocked by it. Disappeared. As he does in every single Big 6 away game. Spurs away. Disappeared. But he'll play well at home at Forest and it's all hail this man. You know what I'm saying? Build a statue of him outside the stadium. But when he disappears, like we expect him to disappear away from home, it's not a surprise. It's not just him. But I'm just saying, like, this team is just not very good. Say again?
Brighton at home next. Might come up with a little assist or something.
The thing is, that's the type of game he'll play well in. And then everyone will forget about this game. And they'll play well. People are like, oh, see, oh, hail him. And then they'll disappear in the game after. Yeah, we got Bayern at home. Yeah. We got Bayern at home. A game, you know what?
2 centre-backs for you, bruv.
Yeah,
These are the man you need to win against Bayern. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
my
saying.
God.
Bayern Munich, they will be all over you.
How is Neil in the championship still dunking on all of us? I can't be.
Yeah, it's crazy because we got Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire in our, what's it called?
Flawless, I know we were supposed to do something about Johnny Evans. What happened, bruv?
We didn't sign a centre back for whatever reason. I don't know why.
But why him?
Awesome,
Bruv,
awesome
he's been
alone.
dead for years.
Cheap, innit?
Bayern
Cheap.
away.
Cheap. Nah, no. Bayern at home. It's Bayern at home. I swear it's Bayern at home.
Nah, I think it's away, to be fair.
Is it away? Is it away first?
Yeah,
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, it's away. It's
Ah,
away.
jeez. Yeah, not good. Yeah, not good. Not good. Not
Just
good.
to let you know, Flawless,
Yeah.
as well. Like,
Go on.
Evans was a good player.
Yeah, I'm fully
Legs
aware.
are gone, injured. Not that guy. Well, the guy that you think he is, he ain't anymore.
Yeah, he's not that. Because I'm a fan. Obviously, even when he was out, I was a fan, like, initially.
Guys,
I was a
I'm
fan
gonna
of Johnny Evans.
I'm
Yo,
with you. He's there
big
for
up,
4
Sam.
years, right?
I got to take this.
Yeah,
Okay,
big up,
cheers,
Sam.
Sam, bless every single time. Man. Big
Big
up.
up,
But yeah,
Sam.
First,
Let's
that's-
go, Sam.
first,
That's just-
first
yeah,
2
go
years
on,
we
go on.
had him. First 2 years we had him. Sublime. One of them guys, and he was training up Maguire. He was training up. One of the reasons why Maguire was as good as he was because of Evans. One of the reasons why Sancho succeeded is because Sancho goes, "You go do all the Larry stuff and get all the attention. I'm going to command the back 4." Great. Last 2 seasons, shocking. Just because he's been injured all the time, but every time he comes with Northern Ireland, he's fit. Don't know how that happens. And also, he just remember we could play against Arsenal, Cam. Is it 4-2? And he was a disaster. He was the worst out of the 4 defenders. Absolutely. And he just, as a
Was that
player,
the
I
year
like
you,
him.
wait, was that the year you won it?
4-2 last season. It was
What,
really
the
hot.
year you won it?
No,
And at your ground, wasn't it?
last season.
Oh, sorry, last season. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
4-2,
Fucking hell, yeah, he was big.
Gabriel Jesus was making everybody look stupid.
Yeah.
Evans was just pulled and pushed around like you cannot believe. Like, and he just completely lost. And I'm saying he was a good player. I don't know why you signed him. Because he will just get injured and you're gone.
It's because cheap. That's why it was cheap. Because we got linked
I
to
think
centre
I heard a
backs
couple of things
all
about.
summer long. But we just cheap. That's why we signed him.
Any random in his mid-20s with a bit more leg.
I think it's because Evans was training with like the reserves, I think, all summer at United, to get his fitness up, I think, and stuff. And
When his missus work for United
they just
too.
decided to give him a contract, and I think his wife works at United as well. I think his wife.
I don't know about all that, but yeah, we just do bad business because we got linked to centre backs all summer long, and we didn't sign him. So there's like 4 or 5 centre backs that we were linked to like heavily, or we just for whatever reason just didn't do the business. Like and sign any centre backs. Yes, the smart thing would have been to go even sign some form of youngster for cheap. Or you expecting Manchester United to do smart business? We don't do smart business.
Yeah,
like,
because you were linked with a centre back for even before the window, like Kim Min-jae,
exactly.
Disasi,
who we agreed terms with. We agreed terms with Kim Min-jae, but didn't put the money for whatever reason. And that was before we signed anybody. So it wasn't a lack of money because that was before any signings was made. We just decided against it for whatever reason. I don't know. And that knowledge is not public. But yeah, we just make, in regards to that, we just make bad decisions. But in today, if we play that way away from home and cut out those 2 silly mistakes, we'll do all right away from home. But I know the limitations of this team. I don't expect anything else. I know when the going gets tough, when that goal got disallowed, all right, they're going to chuck it in. This team ain't got no steal. It's got no steal. Like, I know this. Especially with our best players missing, with no Varane missing, with no Mark. Like, we struggle with our better players. So take out our better players, it's a wrap. Show's over. And that's it showed today. Well. Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah, you missed his energy in midfield. I'm sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face. Apologies.
Ryan's just gassed it didn't come to him.
Oh my days!
You docked all the Chelsea deadwood. Fair play, mate.
Yeah,
guys, didn't get Mount. I got Szoboszlai instead. I'm
surprised Havertz didn't come to you, bro. German connection.
Yeah, Havertz is the worst one. He is.
Big up to Guna Rial with a donation as well, saying, Lewis, did you enjoy Havertz today? What a scrub. Brother, Chelsea have lost. I'm hungover as a motherfucker. I feel like shit. But I won't lie, that Havertz performance raised my mood a little bit. It was beautiful.
Yeah, he's so bad. He's so bad.
When I saw that miss, man, I felt all of the sickness evaporate.
And then he gave away the ball.
Yo, Capcom was in the comment section just cursing man out. Yo.
He gave away the ball for Rashford's goal.
Bro, you saw me in the comment section, bro.
I see in the comment section cursing man out. Yo.
He's so fucking bad, bro.
He's bad, Joe. He's so bad.
He's so
listen. I genuinely don't get how he starts when Fabio Vieira comes on every time.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you how he fucking starts. This is Farteta. Farteta's back, people. This absolute complete donut is back, bruv. Bruv, this guy is so bad, bruv. Like to the point he can't even kick a ball, bruv.
I was calling him.
How do you're a professional footballer, and you're kicking air, blood. This ain't fucking Jordan, bro.
Yeah.
But then
like this is, bro. I'm not even trying to be a banterist right now. Like this is, he's bad, bruv. I don't want to hear it from these fucking idiotic Arsenal fans saying, well, it's only been 4 games. Like we've just signed this guy from Bayer Leverkusen when he was 19, bro. If that was the case, then yeah, by all means, you could tell me it's only been 4 games. Yeah, and I'll agree with you. Well, he needs to adjust. This motherfucker has been in the Premier League for 3 years now. Do not tell me it's 4 games, bro. If he can't perform under how many managers at Chelsea, and he can't even fucking perform for Arsenal, and you're praising him for doing the bare fucking minimum we expect a footballer to do, yeah, that's how you know this guy is bad, bro. Like I said it on Thursday on the Gunner Talk Mandem United podcast. I said our fan base is legit turning into Johnny Minerals FC, bruv. all this off the ball. Wow, his off the ball movement
ball,
was
distance
fucking
travel,
fantastic.
all of that.
Like, what the fucking do, bruv?
Yeah, but it
That
has to
doesn't
lead
make
to
you a
something.
footballer. Look, bruv. This guy is a footballer, bruv, and he's kicking air, bruv. Not even Jordan will fucking sponsor him, bruv. He's that bad, bruv.
I've seen Arsenal fans are already falling apart. I want to play this video for you guys. I feel like we'll enjoy it.
Fans, forgive me on what I'm about to say because I shouldn't be talking about one of our players like this. But yo, Havertz, leave my club, bro. Leave my club with immediate effect, bro. You are horrendous. You're done. You're watching finish RBG, bro. You're 24. You're 24. You haven't held down a position. I don't know what your position is. I don't know what. I can tell you for a fact, you're not a midfielder. You're not a striker. You can't bang goals. So what are you, bro? What are you, fam? You flipping annoying Don, bro. Leave my club. You like the daisy Don. And yes, I'm watching the film footing game. And Saka whips in the nicest of crosses. You walk into the ball. You walk into the ball. Make it make sense, bro. You're flipping. You're a professional baller. And what makes it even worse is that you cost 60 mil. 60 million. Madison doing bits for flipping Spurs, blood. As a Harry Kane-less Spurs, he's doing bits for them. Basically carrying them, blood. He cost 40 mil. You cost 60 M's. Make it make sense. I chose you, Vanessa, so I have to give it to you, man. I'm gonna lie to you. In the other games, I was trying to be all optimistic and everything there, but bro, Havertz, what do you do? People are trying to say, oh, well, he covers the most distance. I think I'm going damn. Covering the most distance, all you have to do is jog around for that, bro. I could do that. Set me in the Arsenal squad and what? Make me cover distance. I run around. That's it. That's it. I want to see your attacker. You're meant to be getting goals and assists. Creating chances, you don't do none of that, blood. You're dead free. I'm sorry, man. And listen, I hope you can prove me wrong, and I might be overreacting just because I'm seeing Arsenal. Follow me, you know. Follow me without Mitrovic. Yes, I might be overreacting. I don't know. But Havertz, you're dead free, man.
Listen,
At least you're not on your own.
Wasn't he
listen,
65,
bro, listen. I'm not. No, bro. This is what pisses me off.
It was 65.
Right. Like, I bet you any money, yeah. Like, whoever that is, yeah. I feel your pain, bro. I don't even know if you watch Shameless or not, but I feel your pain, bro.
What are you on about?
Yeah, I feel your pain, but at the end of the day, I bet you was still one of them Arsenal fans. As soon as he was in, well, Arteta has a plan for him. So, bruv, you're getting your just deserves, bruv. As soon as everyone on this panel can back me up, as soon as we was linked to him, I said from day dot, this is going to be one of the worst signings we are ever going to make in the history of Arsenal Football Club. And he has not proved, and like I said, you cannot tell me 4 games. No, bruv. 3.5 years, blood.
And every single time you hook him, your team plays better.
Coincidence? I think not. This is what I'm saying. It's a bruv. This is why I'm saying Arteta, bruv. He's making excuses about driving up on M25, blood. Well, you know, we have to adjust, you know, on a morning, I have to go this way sometimes and that way and something. Like, why the fuck is he talking about traffic, bruv? And we're trying to, and Arsenal fans are out there saying, well, yeah, fucking hell, he's smart, isn't he? Fuck me, I never thought. Well, you're a dickhead, bruv. You're all dickheads if you think that. Because that analogy makes no sense to football, bruv. It makes no fucking sense driving a car on a motorway to football. There's no correlation to that. But, you know, you got these dickheads out there, well, you know, he's fucking fantastic. Like, when the documentary come out and he was making these dumbass analogies and you had Arsenal fans saying, ha ha, look at him, he's fucking smart. Bro, the guy is borderline fucking crazy, bruv. Bro, the guy is, bro, I'm telling you right now, yeah, Arsenal fans are in for a massive rude awakening this year, bruv. Like a big rude awakening. And but when we struggle for top 4, because that's what will happen, because these pricks didn't want to back. First off, you know Partey's injured on the Thursday. By the way, I don't know if it's true, but if the rumours are true that he actually got injured on that Thursday, and you know he's fucking injured, and you're trying to cover it up for the United game, this how I know you're dickheads, bruv. You're telling me you can't go in and get a fucking DM in the 24 hours that you had. And then, but we needed to sell players. They had the whole transfer fucking window to sell them.
When you click this up, fair play.
Yeah, serious moving expeditiously, man.
Brilliant work.
Expeditiously.
Arteta just tries to be in his pet bag with all these weird ass analogies.
Yeah,
he's a fucking bub. But I'm telling you right now, the guy's borderline crazy, bro. The guy is borderline fucking crazy, G. Like, I'm not even trying to make a joke out of it. He's borderline fucking nuts, bruv.
He's not as nuts as the guy they gave him 330 a week.
No, are you sure about that?
Dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Bruv,
I
I'm
can't
telling
believe
you, man. Like, don't get me
The
wrong,
thing
yeah.
is,
Don't get me wrong.
going,
After look,
this is a test of Arteta as well, though. It's
bro, I'm telling you right now, yeah. If Arteta don't win, listen, if Arteta don't win, fuck all. And when I say fuck all, I don't want to see a fucking another FA Cup. Like, don't get me wrong. Of course, I'd love to win a cup, but if you're not gonna get me another fucking major trophy, just leave my club, bruv, because that's what it's gonna be. Half this squad is bang average. I'm sorry, it is fucking bang average. We had a fluke season last season, and that's the truth of it. Because half this squad this season is fucking. But look, I've got nothing against Saka. I still think, for me, Saka, I'm just putting it straight down to, bruv, he's done 84 Premier League games in a row now, bruv.
Jez has just released the script. This is 100% happening. North
What?
London derby winner from Havertz. No, it is 110% happening.
Nah, Jez, it won't happen, bro. It won't happen. It will not happen.
Nah, it will.
Bruv, Havertz scoring a goal and Arsenal kick, bruv, it's not happening. It's like I said to Flawless. He has his one or two little purple patches and then he'll go quiet, bruv. And it won't be in the Spurs game, bruv. Like, his purple patch will be like fucking Luton Town and, you know, them teams
he's got a
there,
little
bruv.
bit of the clutch gene in him. He's got a little bit. And it comes out once a season to give him a little bit of credit in the bank. I could see in the North London derby. Kai Havertz silences the haters. He shushes the Arsenal.
But I'll still criticize him. I'll be like, what? So what? One goal's meant to make me forgive you? Nah, bruv. Fuck that, bruv.
Oh, yeah,
He got into the German team, yeah. He got into the German team. Can he just stay there, bruv? Just stay there. Don't come back. Just stay in the German hotel where the fucking international team stays, bruv. Just stay there for the rest of the season. Don't come back. Bruv, he's just a waste of fucking money, bruv. He's just a wasted player, bruv. And Arteta's going to keep playing him to try and prove everyone wrong. But what's going to happen is Havertz is going to prove him wrong because he's so fucking bad.
Oh, yeah, wait for March. Wait for March. I keep forgetting. Wait for March.
But that's what I mean. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm happy about us winning. But even today, like, even before our second goal, like you can say it was offside. You can say it was onside with the Man United goal. I don't know, but I mean, for me, in these new rules, every year,
it was offside. It was offside, but you did get lucky.
No, what I'm saying is, but every season it's a different set of offside rules. First it's the shoulder, then it's the foot, then it's this, then it's that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, every season it changes. So you can say it's offside, you can say it's onside. I don't fucking know. End of the day, we were lucky. I think it was offside. Like, if we're going by the new rules again, obviously his shoulder's probably offside by probably half a fucking inch. Like, let's be real. Like he obviously we were lucky, but barring that, up to us actually scoring, but it was just like we let United play, basically. We let United defend. We let United relax. We weren't really attacking them like how you would expect Arsenal from last season. Like, we played better than we have in the previous games, but it wasn't like we deserved that win. Like, that game had draw written all over it.
Yeah, I can't lie. I was disappointed by Arsenal, to be honest. Like, even though
I'm not being funny. If you look at the result, you see 3-1, you'd think, oh my god, Arsenal must have turned up. Nah, bro.
It doesn't tell the story.
The result really does not tell the story of that game, bro. It was just two lucky late goals that we got.
You definitely played better in the game you beat them at the Emirates last season.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
I just watched today and I just thought that's not Arsenal from last season. Because as much as we banter Arsenal for what happened last season, Arsenal were very, very good last season. Let's just be honest. They were excellent.
It doesn't matter, bruv.
But
it doesn't matter how good they were. It matters at the end of the season where you finish. which is
No,
you
I
make a
understand
good
what you
point.
mean.
The only
Arsenal
thing,
were
do you
very
know what
good
it is?
last
Yeah, the
season,
only
though.
criticisms
But
I've
then
got is
they
as
just
well.
don't seem near that level this season. I know it's still early, but I just
I
don't
don't think I'd put
see it.
if you go back and look at Arsenal's
I think they're
second goal.
peaked.
That's one. Yeah. I think they've peaked. If you go back look at Arsenal's second goal and you say, "Oh, there was a foul," bruv. I literally was just watching the game and you lot were talking, yeah, because they was playing it back on Sky Sports, isn't it? Yeah, I was literally just watching it, bro. My man pulls down Gabriel, bruv. My man has his arms wrapped around his neck, bruv. And you're trying to tell me, oh, Evans was fucking nah, bruv. Go watch that again, fam. I was literally just watching it now, bruv. Like literally 5 minutes ago. Like I was like, because I wanted to see if it was a foul. Because at first I thought it was a Gabriel infringement. Like I was watching, I was like, oh, I think we got away with that one still. But when I was just watching it now, I was like, nah, bruv. Evans actually pulled my man down. Like he literally pulled him down from the back. He wrapped his hands around his neck and pulled him down. So yeah, for the United fans that were crying about that, yeah, I don't know if you're in the chat or not, but for the United fans that were crying about that, yeah, cry more in it because that weren't a foul. But either way, bruv, like it just was like, bruv, these first 4 games ain't been good enough, man. I don't like, yeah, we've pulled out the wins, we put a bar in Fulham, we pulled out the results, but it's just we've been so lackluster, man. Like it's like exactly like Ryan's saying, like this ain't the Arsenal last year. Like I said, last year was a fluke season. That's the way it's looking. And I think we get top 4, but when we struggle to get top 4 this year, that's when it's gonna be a big reality check to these Arsenal fans.
Nah, you'll easily get top 4. You will easily get top 4.
I think we'll get top 4, but I don't think it'll be as easy as you might think it's gonna be.
I think it'll be fairly easy, to be honest.
We'll get top 4 easy if injuries doesn't come playing our way. If we have injuries, because these pricks didn't want to fucking go and cover, because now Partey's injured, Timber's injured, so that's 2 big players already injured for us. Do you know what I mean? It only takes another Jorginho and another Saliba injury, and we're fucked. Or Rice injury, or you know what I mean, and then we're fucked. Or another Jesus injury, and we're fucked. Like it only takes 1 or 2. That's what I'm saying. It only takes 2 or 3 injuries, and then we're completely fucked. This is the problem with this Arsenal squad, because we got the same fucking bullshit bench that we had from last year. We was told, this is what pisses me off. We was told we were gonna go out and buy quality, and you're telling me the quality you buy is fucking Kai Havertz, bruv. If that's quality in your eyes, bruv, you don't, bruv. You fuck Specsavers. You just need to just die, bruv. You just need to restart life, bruv. You need to restart a whole life, bruv. Because, bruv, if Kai Havertz is quality to you, I don't know what the bruv. Fucking hell, bruv. Me just handing you a ham sandwich is gonna be gourmet to you, bruv.
Tesco meal deal.
A Tesco meal deal must be gourmet meal deals for you, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? Like Timber was a quality signing. Rice, I still believe we've paid overpriced, but I'm not mad at it because I feel like he's still got a lot of time in improve, and he can become that £100 million player that we paid. But Havertz and Raya is just a fucking maybe a little bit better version, save version in Ramsdale. Even that Rashford goal, Ramsdale, bruv. Oh my God, bruv.
Yeah, he got a good hand to it, to be fair.
This guy has butterfingers, bruv. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not even trying to take away the quality of goal that Rashford, like the quality of the striker that Rashford had. Yeah, but my man, it wasn't even like it was just like the fingertip. My man had a strong hand to that. It legit just went through his fingers. And people want to tell me this guy's top 10. Guy barely makes top 20, bruv. And we've just signed a keeper that just barely is probably one place above him. If he's 19, Ray is 18. But, you know, Arsenal fans want to play it off like, yeah, we've got, it is what it is. So, yeah, man, sorry, I'm happy that we won, but at the end of the day, the result don't fucking tell the story, bruv. It's just a fucking joke, bruv. And Kai Havertz is just a fucking joke, bruv. I'm sorry, but Kai Havertz, I don't wish injury on a player.
We're just going to turn this into Cam banging on about
Let go
Kai
of his.
Havertz for
Let
like
go.
half an
Hey,
hour.
Neil, this is
every
great. This is
stream.
good. Yeah, man, this is good. Let it go, man. Let it go.
No, it's not even that. I
Carry
don't
on,
wish
Cam.
injury on any player, but if Kai Havertz picks up one,
If you come,
I ain't
this
gonna
is
be
good.
sitting back. Hey, listen, if Kai Havertz picked up an injury in international duty, I might have a smile on my face. But I don't wish the injury upon him. But if he picks up one, I ain't gonna sit back and complain. I'll be real. So, I'm done with it, bro. I'm fucking done, and I don't want to hear these Arsenal fans telling me, "Oh, it's 4 games, man." Fuck your 4 games, bro. Where you were the exact same dickheads that were clowning this prick when he played for Chelsea. So enough said about that, bro.
I understand, man. Had to deal with that prick for 3 years. Big up to Strasbourg, Steve, saying you think United suck in top 6 away games. Try top 3 in the Turkish Super League. Oh dear. Imagine any sort of game with that. And big up to Steve again. Love for the donation. My guy saying your next sound effect should be Clint Dempsey saying, "You don't know where I'm from, dog." I need to hear that one, but I might try and get that one. Might try and get that. I do like the new edition.
Weed every day.
Feels very related.
Wait, what?
Just before we leave the United Arsenal thing, though, a lot of guys have asked for your thoughts on the whole Sancho situation, and it's just becoming dramatic over at Man United. But yo, Flawless, what's going on with Sancho? And who's in the right on this?
What I would the reason why I can't say who's in the right and who's the wrong is because initially we don't know who's telling the truth. So Ten Hag obviously got asked about him today. And Ten Hag then said, I left him out because he's not training well. That's why he was left out of the squad and wasn't involved for the Arsenal game. Now, if Ten Hag is correct and and Sancho isn't training well and that's why he left him out, he's well within his right to say this publicly. However, on the flip side, if Ten Hag is unfairly targeting Sancho, which we've seen previous managers do before, not with Sancho, but I'm just saying in general, we've seen players get unfairly criticized and unfairly targeted by managers. I understand it too. What I don't like is people picking sides that they know what's going on. Shout out to Said, it was just on his channel. And there was a couple times in super chats from 2-3 different people talking about, oh, well, we know Sancho's not training well. How do we know Sancho's not training well? We have no idea if Sancho's training well. We have no idea if he's training, we have no idea if that's the case. Because guess what? We're not there. People need to understand and really come to terms with what people really don't know what they don't know. And they're just gonna run with like we can all give opinions, but let's stop giving opinions like it's facts. So in regards to it, I don't know in that sense. Do I think Ten Hag had to state it publicly? No, I think that's a better way to do it. He didn't have to state it publicly. Did Sancho also have to respond publicly? No, but Ten Hag has set the bar there because I've seen people say, well, he's the manager. Sancho should have went to him privately about him. Well, Ten Hag spoke on this publicly. And that's me. Like, I don't care if my boss speaks on me publicly, I'm going to respond publicly. And that's the vast majority to anyone in the chat. United fans stating that like
you're allowed about your thing. I'm allowed to be loud back.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's legit what it is. Like, I say keep things in house. I say this all the time. That's forget football. That's anything. Any relationship you may have, whether it's your partner, whether it's a sibling, family member, whatever. Any issues you have can get sorted privately. But once things become public, that's when it becomes tougher to deal with because then you get everybody else's opinions and they just pour fuel on this fire. So with the Sancho thing, the key thing that I took from what Sancho said was, oh, there's many other reasons as to why I'm not playing. I've been scapegoated. So I would love to know what he means by scapegoated. Not saying he's right or wrong with that. I would just love to know more. I wish this for once I actually want paragraphs from a football player. Because I really would love to know more. Normally, I don't care for these things. I'm like, yo, keep your novels. I wanted this to be a novel. Bring me the first Harry Potter book. Bring me the Philosopher's Stone. Because I'm genuinely interested to know what he means by I've been scapegoated. Like, not saying he's right or wrong. I would just love to know. And he also said there's many other reasons. I already said all summer long, we should have sold Sancho. Because Sancho will not be successful here. And it dawned on me where he was in the managers list when I looked at the amount of injuries we had in the center forward position, and Sancho didn't play. Bear in mind, he played every single preseason game as a false 9. But yet we've seen Rashford, Martial, and now Højlund all play ahead of him. So he's like 4th choice centre forward at the very worst. And then wide players, you got Rashford, you got Garnacho, you got Anthony, you got Diallo, you got Palestri. He's well down the pecking order. He's well down the pecking order there as well. So where is he going to fit in? And again, not saying it's right or wrong with the manager. Sancho just don't fit what I think the manager is trying to do. But yeah, I'm not going to criticize either side too heavily because I don't know where it's I don't know who's telling the truth and who's not. So I can't really comment in that instance. But yeah, it could have been dealt with better. That's what I'd say. Could have easily been dealt with better. This shouldn't be a topic of conversation right now. But I don't know, maybe Ten Hag said it because he knows this is going to be the topic of conversation on us not losing to Arsenal 3-1 for the next 2 weeks. This is going to rumble on. Because
I've heard Sancho has issues. Well, I've heard there's been problems with Sancho and training, I think, at Dortmund. I think I remember hearing something.
Yeah, I heard that. But again, how he 17, 18? All right, so you know what I'm saying? A 17, 18-year-old in football has problems. That's not talk to any of us when we were 17, 18. I'm fully grown. I still got issues now. The fuck? So at 17, 18, of course, he's still like people use that again. Oh, he has issues. What does that mean? Like, that's another thing. When people say it, people never clarify.
No, as in, like, there's some players who prioritize training a lot more than others. I think that's
okay. I killed his dead. Your GOAT was a terrible trainer.
It's peak at United right now, you know, because it's like difference. It's another year, another player versus manager sort of.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing or anything, but I'm saying Ten Hag might be correct on that.
Because he's not
previous reports on this.
Yeah, he's not his player. That's why, again, and this comes down to bad business and us. Like we were just talking about Johnny Evans. Sancho should have been moved on. He don't fit what Ten Hag's trying to do. It shows. Not saying Sancho's not a talented player. I'm a big fan of Sancho in terms of a talent. Do I believe he will be successful here? No. I think if he goes to another league, he will be extremely successful because he's still young enough and he's still a very, very talented player. Don't get it mistaken. It's just here. You know, I don't think it works.
You know, think he could go to another.
Why do you think nobody has?
I don't know why nobody has.
But do you not think he do well at City?
I think it's 2 reasons.
You don't do. I do well at City.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't do well at City. Yeah.
Wage is an issue, but then that comes down to Manchester United doing bad business. Cut your losses and pay him off. I said the same thing about Maguire, the same thing about McTominay. All these players that we try to get rid of. If money is an issue, you cut your losses. If they want 7 million, 5 million, 10 million, cut your losses and keep it moving. With Sancho, like I said, the talent is there. It's not a question of talent, but being talented alone is not enough. You know, like, you can have talent. This is why João Felix has only just got a club now. João Felix is super talented. But what is your production level? What is your impact? That's my biggest issues with Sancho, because I've heard people mention his grievances in regards to all the players in front of him are not playing well. True. But when you get your shot, which is you've not had a fair shot this season, but last season you played plenty of matches. You played more Premier League games than Anthony last season. You had ample opportunities.
Wait, really?
And didn't perform well. Yes, you played one more match. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, wow.
Yes. He played one more match than Anthony last season. Not defending Anthony or anything. I'm just saying he had ample opportunity. And this season, he's not got a fair shot. But in regards to it, we just need to cut our losses and just keep it moving. But we can't now. The window's shut. So hopefully they come to a conclusion with this. But I'm not saying Sancho's right. I'm not saying Ten Hag's right, because we don't know if he's training well or not. You know why? Because we ain't training people. We ain't watching.
I get it. Won't come to any conclusions of it. I think we'll hear more in the next coming weeks.
People are going to come. You know what?
It's a surprising way this is developed.
Yeah, people are going to come to their conclusions on, all right, I don't like Ten Hag, so I'm a back Sancho. Or I don't think Sancho's a good player, so I'm a go at Sancho, rather than just look at it and go, we're not there. How do we know? Like the way I've seen people, like I said already when I was on Said's channel, I already know I've not even got the comment section up. I know there's 2 or 3 people say, yeah, Sancho's definitely a bad trainer. How do we know he's a bad trainer? Or he has a bad attitude? How do we know? How do you not know? You don't know somebody but say they have a bad attitude.
It's people letting their get in the way of things now.
That's why I don't hear attitude problem. When people say, oh, he has an attitude, what does that mean? Like, that could mean a plethora of things. You know what I'm saying? You stand up for yourself. I've been told that before in the past. Oh, you got an attitude problem. Why can't I stand up for myself? A lot of people don't like that. You stand up for yourself, or you got.
That's why I didn't want to use the word attitude when describing.
Yeah, that's what it is. Especially when you're asking Tone as well, Lewis. You know the pattern. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's the Sancho case, but I'm just saying in general. I've had this in general life. I have been told these things in workplaces before. Oh, you got an attitude problem. Why? Because I stand up for myself and don't take shit because you're the boss. Like, that's why people say, oh, you don't attack the boss. Whatever, man. The boss calls me out publicly. I'm saying something publicly. That's just me, though.
Hey, swings for me, I swing back.
Yeah,
Because it
exactly.
took it to another level.
Yeah. Like, that's just all it is. So I just get like, I just don't like people talking like they know what's going on. Like we said, oh, you got attitude. Based off of what? Do you know him? Oh, it's just him. Like, how? You know what I'm saying? It's because he dresses a certain way, it means he got an attitude problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? So yeah. Yeah, like nonsense, man. It's nonsense.
Yeah, we'll see how this develops, but this is just messy, and it's the last thing United need right now.
Actually, you know what? It actually takes heat off the defeat, because that's been the main talking point and will be the main talking point, not us losing to Arsenal. The main talking point now is going to be this. It's going to be this.
Yeah, it might be a smart move. Jose would have loved this.
I'm hoping that they actually put it together and was like, all right, I'm going to say this, and then you say this, and it keeps the heat off the defeat. But, you know, we move.
If only people were that smart. Maybe.
Facts.
Maybe. Neil, just before you head off, little thoughts about Leicester and how things been going for you over the last week. And also, someone asked, how's Cassidy doing?
First one, Leicester been doing quite good, considering, look, loads of players out, loads of players in, massive change. Still couldn't get rid of all of our deadwood because we're on probably the same problem as Man United on stupid wages that people don't want to pay and nobody wants to come in for them. And then in terms of that, Cassidy's been all right. He's been good when he come on. He's still a young talent. There's still a lot of development to do. But yeah, I think he's a real talent. I think he does what Enzo wants him to do. He does it naturally while we're trying to, like, for example, the game against Hull and just going forward, we've been playing Wilfred and Diddy in a high 8. Bruv, I don't know what's going on.
Wait, what?
Yeah, bro.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You heard me as an 8. No, you haven't, man.
High 8.
I said a high 8, you know.
I'm high watching it. Trust me. Because
I'm still trading for Mason Mount, but go on, carry on. You know what I'm saying?
But
carry on.
You know what? Watch some of the play. Because and then at the back, Harry Winks, man. Harry Winks. Harry Winks is doing the business. We've got a phenomenal squad, and it's only going to build getting stronger. We're playing a good style of football. We're building. We've got 7 games, won 6. And Enzo's coming out, and I love him, man. I think when a manager just comes out and just says stuff, you're like, that's what I want. There was one guy, Marcel from our academy, put him in the first team, scored, and then in the next game, he wasn't even on the bench. And people going, well, why? The journalists asked, why is that? Because got an attitude problem. Their position is not guaranteed. You didn't do what I wanted training, therefore you don't play. I think that's balling. The player that took his position came on from our academy again, scored 2. The guy knows what he's doing. He came out recently. We lost, and he's been quite like trying to play everything down. Go, yeah, it's not. Look, we're winning. We're breaking records and stuff. And he's going, yeah, just keep it calm. And even then, he came out in a recent interview and was like, "There's players criticizing you, and there's certain older fan base that's just like, why do we play 4-4-2 and lump it forward?" And you're like, come on, man, bro. Prehistoric dinosaur football, man. Grow up. And as soon as it comes in, and he just came in and said, "This is not." What did he say? I'll get the quote up. He said, "This is." He's just a dinosaur, man. Trust me, the dinosaur. It's what he said. This is football, not PlayStation. Grow up. I'm like, this guy knows it. It's one of my favorite quotes ever.
Wait, is that what the manager said?
Yeah, bring up Lewis. He said, "This is football, not play." The last one. This is football, not PlayStation. This is the kind of guy I'm talking about. I love it, man. I love it that he's just going. You wouldn't say if we win 6, lose 1. I'll take that. People must think we'd lose some games. This is football, not PlayStation. I love it, man.
Yo,
that is balling.
That is brilliant.
That's how you do. That's how you deal with it.
This is football, not PlayStation. Is an A1 quote. I loved it.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sick. So I've got that saved, but I've got a couple of other ones. One of the wingers we just signed. I'll put it in here. This guy's balling as well. He came on 5 minutes, 19 years old, just signed him, and man does this within 5 minutes of starting. And this is one of our 4 wingers.
Rapid.
Yeah, he's
That is
rapid,
close.
19. He's got skills. He's going to come on and hopefully
Actually, like
take
a
us
spin
up. Yeah, man. Some Ghanaian excellence in here. So yeah, all good, man. Loving that. We've actually got wingers. We've been crying out for wingers since Riyad Mahrez left. We got 3. We got 4 wingers, 5 wingers. We're happy. We are happy. So yeah. So do you know what? I'm just happy we've got a style of football. The manager's in a good place. The team are enjoying themselves. He's sorted out all the bullshit from last season because Brendan Rodgers turned that place into a fucking kindergarten holiday camp, bro. Useless person, man. He just let the place because he just went, oh, I'll leave the place to rot. And that's why we were so shit. That team should never been relegated. But he came in and goes, we need to change the mentality. We need to change the fitness. We need to change the coaching staff. We need to change all of this stuff. Pack it up and go. We've still got issues. I mean, I'll bring up the squads at the moment. Bruv, you know, people have like first team keepers. You have like a third keeper. Bruv, guess how many first team keepers we got?
How many?
How many? Have a guess.
6?
4.
You're fucking 5, bruv. You got 5 first team.
Hey, that's squad depth, man. That's squad depth, man. Squad depth.
That's not squad depth, bro. That's a 5-a-side team.
Squad depth.
Just in goalkeepers, because we signed a load of keepers that people don't want, basically, and we're too much on the wages. But yeah, in terms of that, again, Jez putting in, Fatal's coming on, and yeah, he's looking like a baller. So yeah, there's the keepers. Mads is looking sick. He's playing. So that's our 4 keepers.
That's for Schmeichel's on a free now.
Sorry,
I'll make it 6. Schmeichel's on a free. I think on a free contract.
Nah, he's gone Anderlecht. Oh, dinosaur. Do you know what it is? He's a good keeper, but he don't play. He's never coming back to us anyway. We got rid of a load of Deadwood. Needs to be gone. James Justin doesn't even get in the squad, bruv. That's how strong we are. James Justin doesn't get in the squad. Right, Ricardo's playing as like a inverted right back, playing really well. Yannick Vestergaard's winning headers. This man's working miracles. He's 6'6" and he's winning. He won 3 headers, and I screamed every single one of them home because that felt like a goal in itself.
The bar's in hell with him at that height. At that sort of
Trust me, it's the crazy. Bro, what is it called? We just played when we played Liverpool. Ryan, did you watch the game? We played you in the free season in Singapore.
I didn't watch that actually. I just saw the highlights.
Fair enough. Second goal, Yannick Vestergaard was beaten by a header by Diogo Jota.
Diogo Jota's good in the air, though. Diogo Jota, for his size, is actually very good in the air, to be fair, though.
Yannick Vestergaard is 6'6". He's 2 meters tall, bruv.
Yeah, I know.
He bangs into doors. He's that tall. He has to duck to get through a door. And Diogo Jota is what, 5'8"?
Yeah, he's short. Diogo Jota isn't big, but one of the biggest strengths of his game is in the air, to be fair. He is excellent in the air.
Bro, you ain't seen nothing, but when you see Jermaine Defoe out jump Mertesacker, a 6'8" bloke, then to me.
That's what we're talking about at the moment. So yeah, anyway, even he's playing well, but Connor Cody's coming back into the squad, playing well, signing some good players. Harry Winks is looking balling. Got a good squad depth. I think we'll be fine to come back into the Prem next year. But we're playing good football. The manager's saying the right thing instead of the bullshit that Brendan Rodgers was last season. So we're in a good place, man. Honestly, I hate Brendan Rodgers. I just hate him.
I can tell you.
Absolutely. Bro, how he fucked us up and how nobody is reporting on it is the biggest con I've ever. It's worse con than Havertz. Bruv, it's awful what he did to us. People just sat there and just goes,
nothing's a bigger con than Havertz.
Bruv, he got us relegated.
Both transfers.
No, we spent 60 million.
Nearly had my club relegated.
Yeah. But
and then we spent 60 million.
Look, we're building back. Hopefully we're back. But again, no guarantees. Playing good football. And that's it. We've got 6 wins out of 7. And Enzo's like, we're only 10 to 20% in. He said that multiple times. We're only 10 to 20% in. Give us patience. Give us time. And we're winning games 2-1, 1-0, keeping clean sheets here and there, not scoring the most amount of goals, but we're getting there. And it's going to take time for us to adapt. But certain players are looking good. Again, Casadei is looking good, but he's not actually started a lot of games, to be honest. He's slowly getting into it. So, yeah, man, roll on. But I think we've got a good squad. We're playing a good football. Bro, I'm just happy not to be shit.
Must be nice.
Oh. Yeah, must be nice.
Trust me. But yeah, no VAR. No VAR in the Championship as well, which is nice.
Oh fuck! You know what? Maybe Potter was onto something. We should have gone down for a year. A bit of a vibe. Operation Piss the Championship sounds like a vibe. Sounds like a vibe.
I won't say we're going to piss the Championship, but we'll see. Give me a while, but big celebration when we go up again. That'll be good. That'll be good vibes. But yeah, young squad. We're building, but we're still early days yet. And early days is getting 6 wins out of 7. You compare that to like Man United, where Ten Hag came in, completely new style, and they then got pammed so many times. Do you know what I mean? It was compared to that to what we've done. We're in a much better position. And yes, it is Championship, but still.
Well, I'm glad things are going all right for you guys, and please come up ASAP. Because like Fata says, the donation, one of the best away days, one of the best away ends as well. Always have a good time up at Leicester.
Are we a good away? It might be a good away day, but I don't know if our atmosphere in the ground's not good.
No, as in like for the fans, like it's a big away concourse. The roof kind of means that the sound always comes back down on us, so it sounds a lot louder. Plus,
Stop loud. You just like Leicester for the night start, bro.
I haven't been out in Leicester yet. Not yet.
Leicester's, we need to make that happen. The fuck?
Every time I'm in Leicester, I'm hooked up with someone. Like now, I'm off the chains. I'm down for a night out.
Okay, so basically, Lewis is like, yo, I'm down to just throw it about. But yeah, let's just go.
Not even that. I don't have some freedom in it. Might have been a Freudian. Get Leicester up, man.
It's the way you said it that makes clean me up. Oh, sorry. Oh my god.
Yeah, please come up. Please come up.
You're saying that as well. Hopefully next year when we come back again, we're going to have a stadium expansion on that as well. So you're saying the roof and that it's going to change to one of the stands for the away fans. If I bring it up there, the away fans sit about here. So you're going to get 2 rows of fans there as well. But this side is a fucking library as well.
Oh,
Beautiful
that's
view.
just going to have Leicester fans dashing coins at us from the upper tier. I can see it already.
Lewis coming home with a bandage because he's got a 2-piece stuck out of his head.
Yeah.
So
but
bad.
yeah, man. Anyway, the ground's a fucking library. It's getting better now. It's getting better now. But I just sit around people that are just like 65 years old that just, I call it like Brexit football fans. Just all they care about is 4-4-2. Anything other than that, they don't like it.
What, get the ball out wide and give it to the big man?
Trust me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're singing Mark Albrighton's name. And the guy scored 2 goals. And he's like, oh, yes, let's get Mark Albrighton on. There are a few blokes behind. Oh, my days. I'm not even
Then you're like 34 now or something.
He's a squad player. Come off the bench, 20 minutes ago, secure out the game, run around a bit, but you're not playing.
Clap the fans and all
and
that.
Enzo, I appreciate that. What's Enzo done this time? 3 wingers. Cool. Mark Albrighton's not going to play. Love it. I like Mark Albrighton. Squad player. Max. League One side in the Carabao Cup. That's his game. He went to, this is the kind of bullshit Brendan Rodgers was on. He made him assistant coach and then assistant captain and then sent him out on loan in December. That's kind of player here, manager here is, honestly. Anyway, I could rant that, man, but yeah. We're doing well.
Glad you guys are doing well. That's it at the very least. Just before we wrap up, do want to talk to Ryan about Liverpool quickly. You guys beat Villa 3-0. I thought that game would have been a lot tighter, but you guys just battered them, to be honest. 10 points out of your first 12. You've went away to the Bridge. You've gone away to
Newcastle.
And
played Villa.
You lot are looking good.
I mean,
you guys are looking good.
Yeah, like when I went into this game, I wasn't confident. I thought, especially when I saw the team before, when I saw the team news before the game, though, and I saw Gomez and Matip at the back together, which I thought it would be anyway, because Van Dijk suspended and Konate's injured. But then when I saw the midfield of McAllister, Jones, and Szoboszlai, I just thought, Mac in the DM again. I just thought Villa are a good team as well. You know, we might struggle, but bro, from start to finish, I think that's probably the best I've seen us play for a long, long time. You know, in terms of a full performance from start to finish, that's the best I've seen for a long time. We were really, really good. Like, it did feel like watching kind of the Liverpool from the few years ago that won the Prem, Champions League, etc. That was actually performing competing at the end of the day. It literally felt like watching that Liverpool. It was just so good to watch. I mean, every player had a good game today. It was brilliant to see. Like Gomez and Matip, I've got to give them their flowers. Like, and I wanted them. I still think we needed to buy a centre back in, and I'm still not convinced by those two. But the last two games they've played against Newcastle and today, they've both been excellent, so I can't fault them. Trent was man of the match today. He was unbelievable today. Like his
Was his
passing
injury
today.
serious?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a hamstring injury. We're not with. They need to do a scan. But yeah, I don't think he goes on international break with England. But I don't know how bad it is, to be honest. Yeah, hopefully it's not bad. Like he was so good today, genuinely. Like Robertson was really good defensively, like really good today as well. McAllister's really good game. Soberslai, I mean, that guy, man, like bro, I love him, man. Soberslai's a baller, man. Like that's a brilliant signing we made. I actually think him and Maddison have been the two best signings so far this season from the summer. Yeah, the way he strikes the ball, his athletic ability as well. Like he's P&P, man. Like he can shift. Like he's intelligent, and just the way he strikes the ball. That goal today was just with his weak foot as well. Just beautiful goal, man. And that goes off to a great start. And we just took advantage of the high line, man. Like our front three, Diaz, Nunes, Salah, just caused them so many issues today. Like they couldn't handle us from the start. They all played well. Even though Nunes didn't score, I actually thought he played pretty
Sorry,
well.
who was
to
your
be
front
fair.
three that started? Who was the front three, sorry?
Today? Diaz, Nunes, Salah.
Diaz. Okay, cool. Just asking, go on, carry him.
Yeah, they all played well. Like Diaz, had their right back on toast, man. Like Diaz was brilliant today, even though he didn't get a goal contribution or anything. He was brilliant, and he's been excellent so far this season as well. I've been critical of him, in the summer and in the past, but he started off the season excellently. Nunes as well, I thought actually did have a good game today. He should have scored though. He missed a sitter in the second half. But he had a good game, to be fair. And Salah, scored again, man. And yeah, we've got to keep him. I don't think
Are you surprised on the last day they kept him? Because that was a lot of money they're throwing around.
150. Yeah, but aren't they going to come back for 200
I wasn't
mil?
surprised they rejected it. I think if it was a few weeks ago in the window, I think they would have accepted. But just the fact they couldn't get a replacement, and I think if it had gone to 200, I think if it goes to 200 plus in the next few days, because of the Saudi window ends on Thursday, I think, then I do worry that FSG could end up accepting it. 200 mil bid. Look, the fact is, I think even if we keep him, we'll still get money for him, whether it's in January or next summer. I've accepted he's gone. Like, I think most Liverpool fans have accepted that he's going to go next summer. If he doesn't go now, he'll go next summer for sure. I think everyone knows that. And I still think we'd get well over 100 mil.
I think as well. I think Saudi Arabia. The reason why they've gone for Mara as well, because he's one of the best Muslim players.
Yeah,
and
Arab
they're kind of
players, like
trying to
Salah's
capitalize on that as well.
Yeah, Salah's the most famous Arab football player at the end of the day. I always said he was always going to be their main one to get at the end of the day, and they're going for him. I think their original plan actually was to get him next season, but because of how well their league is taken off in terms of the players they've already brought in, they decided to do it a year early, I think. But I think I don't know. Nothing would shock me with what happens in the next few days. I think at the moment it's probably more likely that he stays, but it wouldn't surprise me if FSG just got an offer of 200 mil and just accepted it, to be honest with you. But yeah, we have to keep him. And look, I'm really happy with the way we are at the moment. There's still much more improvements to be made. We still have to get better, but it's like Lewis said earlier on. If you'd have asked me before the season, after the first 4 games, having played Newcastle away, Chelsea away, and Aston Villa as well in that period, you get 10 points out of 12. I would have snatched your hand off for that at the end of the day. I think that's a very good return, to be fair. So yeah, I mean, the Newcastle game last week, I mean, that was just crazy, man. I'm still can't believe we ended up winning that game, to be honest with you.
This Neil guy, yo. This fucking Neil guy. Sorry.
I agree with Neil. There does need to be some more mudslinging, but Liverpool start the season well.
Yeah, but I told you, you know what? We'll get to it. I told this guy though. You know what I'm saying? I told this guy about his team. Well, he didn't want to hear it.
Congratulations,
right? Yes, you. Did I not tell you about your team?
Ryan.
Did I not say that I think you lot have the second best team? You lot have the second best team in the league. I've said this.
Yeah,
and you didn't want to hear it because you're defense. But I said,
what a shame it won't win you anything.
It's all well and good. Yeah, they finished to get the second runners-up trophy.
You know what? At the moment, I'll talk about my expectations in a bit for the season.
Yeah, go on.
No, but you were right about the second place. I do think. Thing is, at the moment, I just don't think anyone can catch Man City. Like, let's just.
I agree with that. I'm not saying anyone catches Manchester City. I'm just saying I think you have
more points than them.
I'm at the point where get me Europa League because that should be a.
You should win Europa League.
We should easily win that trophy. There's no excuses for not winning that trophy. We should be winning that.
You've lost it before under him. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I just feel that we're the best team in the competition by far. Like. We really have to win it. I'll be honest, and go for at least one.
I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah,
it's too predictable for you to win it. Do you know what I mean?
Unfortunately, they'll win it. It'd be hilarious if they don't, but they'll win it. I look at the season for anything else.
Quarterfinals done. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Vibes could be wrong.
No, but I'm saying that should be the expectation this season: is go win the Europa because that should be
good stages, bro.
We should be winning that and go for the domestic cups. And to be honest with you, like I said, if you can compete for the title, then do it. But just get me back to being bridesmaid or something like that, innit? Just get me back to being the bridesmaid this season. No, just
ring carrier, ring bearer.
I'll be real. City are just too good, innit? They're just too far ahead of everyone else. And I don't think we've
what is this? This Klopp v Pep rivalry is bollocks, man. No,
really a rivalry.
No, Lewis, don't do that. Word to Joel Embiid. There ain't no rivalry. They always kick their asses. It's not a rivalry. It's not a rivalry.
Yep.
It's not a rivalry, fam.
It's like you're in PPR, bro.
Rivalry when my man said, "Let me be the bridesmaid."
Man said, "Let me be the bridesmaid."
Man said, "No, man." That's
submissive there.
Bruv, nah, bruv. I'm not skipping past that. What the fuck did you just say? Oh, let me be the bridesmaid. Are you fucking stupid? Nah, bruv. Nah, there's no explanation to that, bruv. Are you fucking? Man said, "Let me be the bridesmaid, bruv." Are you Who wants to be the fucking bridesmaid, bruv? Not even the bridesmaids wants to be the fucking bridesmaids, bruv. No, bruv. The bridesmaids want to be the fucking brides. Yeah, don't be bruv. That's some nah. Right. Nah.
You honestly think we finish up?
Nah. There's no explanation. Nah.
Fuck the City. Let's go back to the comment.
Bridesmaid. You want to be a bridesmaid? You want to be a bridesmaid?
Can let me speak. Just let me.
Saka. Someone said Saka. Sorry. Ryan wants to be the bridesmaid. This is crazy, bruv. This is fucking crazy. So a woman out there, if you're looking for a bridesmaid, holler Ryan, innit?
No, but let me
just holler Liverpool. Holler Liverpool. Anyone at Liverpool because they want to be bridesmaid.
Let me speak. I'll explain it.
You don't need to
because I know
you've dug that hole.
I just don't see us overtaking Man City. Like they're just too strong. So just get me back to getting as close as we can to compete.
Get me back to being a bridesmaid. Wow.
No, but just get me back to being as close as we can to
Bring up Daniel's comment. Bring up Daniel's comment. Bring up Daniel's comment.
And then next season we go for the league because I don't think we're ready yet. That's all it is. So just get me back to being as close as we can.
That's the vibe at the moment.
Harry Kane's only trophy.
Actually, you could win a Bundesliga or Pokal Cup, Ryan. So that's out of the window now with that one. That's out of the window.
All I'm saying is just let us get back. I'm just like
you get back to competing.
Yeah, we're not going to Man City this season. Wow. This guy talking too much for the guy bottled last season, man. The pace your style.
What was that?
Talking to me or you talking to? I'm not listening.
I don't know. I was singing. I was too busy in my zone.
Something about Starboy.
Be honest, we're not going to finish above City, so I just want to finish as high up in the league as we can.
Yeah, but there's a difference between saying that and you're going to be a bridesmaid.
But that's what we
He
have
wants to be.
been, though, over
But
the
this
years.
ain't a
Let's be
rivalry,
real.
bruv. Let's be real. This Liverpool City.
I never
bruv.
said it was.
Hams has made City Arsenal more of a rivalry than this Liverpool City's rivalry,
When
bruv.
did I see City Liverpool was a rivalry, though? Did that come out
You
of my
said I
mouth
want to
today?
be a
Not rivalry,
bridesmaid, bruv.
bridesmaid. It's different.
It's
Yeah,
different.
that doesn't mean rivalry, though. That's not the
Yeah,
word rivalry.
bridesmaid. Besties.
I
Oh,
didn't say
besties.
the word rivalry.
They're not
Oh,
even.
best friends.
They're not even bridesmaids. They're just the people that are collecting presents. You know, in the
Oh,
corner.
hey,
Oh, we'll
best
take that.
friend.
Yeah, sign here. Cool, and then they pass them on. Or the people serving food at the wedding. That's Liverpool.
Klopp and Pepper, best friends. Let's be real.
So Pep and Arteta.
Oh,
But
Pep
Pep
and
and
Arteta.
Arteta,
Who's
love.
getting on
Yeah,
the soundboard for
probably.
next time?
Bruv, Pep and Arteta, bruv. Fuck it. I don't really care, bruv. Probably are, bruv. He was a student.
I'm here for a City piss up though. It's been overdue. Them over
This
all the
ain't no
rival.
Wenger Fergie rivalry, to be fair. That died off after 2007. But yeah, this ain't no Wenger Fergie rivalry.
We
Or
got man
Jose.
Liverpool,
Even
right?
Jose Wenger had a better rivalry than Klopp fucking
Klopp
Pep.
finishing second. Every time at the end of the season, it's like this.
We'll get them next time.
Every year, man. Every year.
Hey, don't
So,
worry,
man,
man.
at least he got the Prem. At least he did get one.
At least.
Told it
Hey, that's more than Arteta, fam.
Well, Arteta's 4 years in the game. Klopp's like what, 20 years in the game. I'd
Hey, man,
expect
Klopp
that from.
took
I'd
most-
expect
Hey,
that from
man,
a
it was Klopp.
bridesmaid. But
It was Klopp's fourth season that he won the Premier League. What is it? Arteta's fourth now. I expect the same.
Danish.
Bear
yeah,
in mind,
bro.
Klopp had won the Champions League the year before, so yeah.
Well, yeah, that's mad. Still, that's still fourth season. He was still 10 years into a fucking manager reign. We moved,
Yeah,
you
he
know.
won back-to-back titles at Dortmund.
Wait, is this true? Or is he trying?
I said this weeks ago because I thought we were going to have a good window to do it, but we haven't had a good
Oh,
enough
you
window.
was see, bruv, and this guy. No wonder this bridesmaid wants to be a bridesmaid. He's clop in, clop out,
I know we
shake it
haven't-
all
I don't think
about,
we've
do
had
the
the
okey
window we
pokey, and
should
we
have had,
turn
though.
around. That's what it's all about. Hey, oh,
Can you
okey dokey.
literally do the same thing with Arteta, though?
So not
You were
only
Arteta
who.
out, then you were Arteta in, then you were Arteta out.
When was this?
You
When
did
was
the
this?
same
Stop,
thing.
stop talking shit, bro.
I'm not
Stop
talking
fucking
shit.
talking shit,
When
bro.
I remember last
Nah,
season,
stop talking
Arsenal
shit,
beat Man
bro.
United.
Stop talking
Arsenal beat Man
absolute
United,
shit,
and
bro.
you went Arteta
Stop
in.
talking out your fucking ass, bro.
Arsenal beat Man United last season, and you went Arteta in. Now you're Arteta out again. Like, what are we doing
Bro,
here?
when did I say Arteta out? When the fuck did I say Arteta out, bro?
You call him Farteta all the time.
Oh yeah, because Farteta is Arteta out. Yeah, that's the same word. Yeah,
You literally said get him out earlier on.
bro. I said get him out and get De Zerbi in.
That's what I'm saying. So you are.
But did I say Arteta out? No, I didn't say Arteta
That
out.
is Arteta out because you want him replaced.
Bro, oh my god, are you not listening, bro? I didn't flip flop, bro. I literally
Yes,
hold on, wait. When did I fucking when it came to that Man United game last season? I said, you know what? I'll give him credit where credit's due.
No, you
I'll
went
give him
Arteta
more
in.
time in it because he surprised me this season. After what 2.5 years of me saying get him out.
Because you went out to in to out.
Hold on, you're out and in. You're in and out all week, bruv. Every week, bruv. Fam, you called Salah overrated. Now he's the best right wing in the world, bruv. You wanted him out in his first 2-3 seasons, bruv. Can we not go there, bruv? You wanted Klopp out 4 weeks ago. Now you want him back. He's the magician, man. Do you know why? It's because you're all bridesmaids over there, bruv. That's the truth, fam. You all got one thing in common. You're a bridesmaid, bruv.
I went Klopp in last February.
Yeah, after what? Klopp out in January. Then Klopp in. It was in Klopp in December, and then
I
it was Klopp out in November.
Then I went Klopp out for a few months, and then I went Klopp in again.
Bruv.
Unlike you, yeah.
You need to
also
be
went from
sponsored
Arteta
by a
out to
slider,
Arteta in
bro.
to
You need
Arteta
to
out.
be sponsored by sliders, bruv.
A light switch company.
So do you. You're the same thing. You literally did the
How
same
mu-
thing.
oh my God.
If any sliders companies want to sponsor, hey, Carefree Lewis Street, you know how to contact his email. Make sure you
trust. Yeah, up there. This guy, bruv. Bruv, all I said was I'd take Zerbi over Arteta right now.
So
and
you
he
want
thinks
so you
I'm
want to
saying
replace
Arteta.
so
Because
you're
I've
Arteta
said,
out.
listen,
That's
I'm
simple.
not you, bro. I don't go 3-4 weeks in and say, oh, you know what? I'm done. I'm fucking done with Klopp out. And then 3-4 weeks on the bounce when Liverpool actually perform. You know what? I'm
No,
Klopp
you know,
in
because
again.
you're putting lies on my name now. I literally was Klopp in all the time. Then I went Klopp out from last October till February, and then I went Klopp in again. That's what happened. I've
What
been
about
Klopp in ever
Salah then?
since.
And what about all your other
Yeah,
players that
Salah.
you
I
was?
was being I was being an idiot with that years ago, but like
That Salah table
Years ago.
forever.
It's okay,
You got
right?
the graphic, Lewis.
It's okay,
Which
right?
one?
Just
Oh,
any
no,
of
my
them.
graphics
Ryan's got
fucked.
Klopp out one.
Don't worry, right? You're the bridesmaid. We're the best man. It's calm. We're both in this shit
The
together.
overlays.
Yeah.
End of the day, Pep Guardiola is the wife
Yeah,
and the
end of the day,
husband.
Pep's
So we're both in this
around,
shit
yeah.
together. It's cool.
Not even the children or anything. Just people hanging out at the back of the corridor serving food.
Bruv, that's it. That we don't even. Bruv, that's what we are, bruv. We're just
Even the guests.
servants, bruv. We're just.
Yeah, that's
We're
what I
not
mean.
even guests,
What do you
bruv.
want, sir?
We
Yeah,
just.
all right, I'll get it for you.
Oh, sir, can I have a drink? Yep, 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Yo, I need to dip
It's a
though,
bottle.
man. But
Please,
big
sir,
up
thank you.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. We're
Yeah,
gonna wrap
take
up
He's gonna be a
now anyway.
bridesmaid.
We've gone through everything. But yeah, guys, don't go anywhere, people. We are redirecting to Flawless's Q&A. Literally going live as we speak. So everyone head over there. You're on mute, bro. But yeah, everyone
Live
head
right
over
now.
to
Live right now.
see live right now for the Q&A. So we're gonna head over there. Big up everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe. Crap, we are.